Hi, I'm Rob Barrett, owner of Barrett Maid. We are an architecture and construction firm based out of Portland, Maine. We design and we build everything from a residential project to a commercial project.
If clients are really interested in being a part of the design team and the construction team, we like to encourage them to be really collaborative and work with our design team to create something that works for what they have in their mind. They came to us with that initial idea, so the more we can get them involved, I think the better end result we'll have.
For the past year and a half, millions of Americans have been working remotely and are thinking about their surroundings in a whole new way. Many people who chose their community close to their office can now work from anywhere, and that changes everything. On this season of Places and Spaces, we'll discuss the pressure this has put on our real estate market, but also discover new opportunities and celebrate Maine's history, creativity, and sense of community. Hi everyone, I'm Connor Clement, your host of Places and Spaces. We have a great season planned. We're going to take you all across the state. Here are some of the faces and friends that will be joining us along the way.
Hi, I'm Rob Barrett of Barrett Maid, and I love Maine because I have a young family and we get to go out and explore the wilderness of Maine and go hiking. Like yesterday, we were in Rangeley and we hiked some mountains and saw the sights, and in the afternoon, we made it back to our camp in Newcastle and went swimming in the ocean. So you can't beat that.
I love living in Maine because I get to experience the 4 seasons with my 2.5-year-old daughter. We get to explore and love the adventures that Maine brings. I love my job, and that's part of the reason why I bring people to Maine.
I'm Dot Ollier. I'm a real estate agent with Remax Riverside. I'm also a part-time farmer. We paint, we hay, it's a busy life.
Hi, I'm Britt Vitalis. I grew up in Yarmouth and am now back there raising my family. I just love living in the Portland area and everything Maine has to offer, from mountain biking, tennis, skiing, the mountains and the ocean. It's just the best place to live.
On this episode of Places and Spaces, we'll explore the beautiful town of Rangeley, which offers an abundance of activities no matter the season. The town's rich history will come to light as we check in with a historic inn in the downtown area. A visit to the Maine Forestry Museum will showcase Rangeley's ties to the logging industry. And finally, we'll head up the mountain and get an update on the continued development on and around Saddleback. Hey everyone, welcome to Rangeley, a beautiful way to spend a day here in Maine, as you can tell from behind us. Here with our friend and partner, Dan. Dan, we have a fun day planned ahead. What are we doing first?
Yeah, well, we're super excited. We're going to start by taking you to the historic Rangeley Inn, a great customer of the bank, an iconic building here in town. First thing you see when you come down over the hill, so we're excited to introduce you to them.
You can't miss the big blue building. I mean, that's an iconic thing.
No, it stands out, and it's just a throw away from the branch down on Main Street here, so we're excited to show you.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right, let's do it. Hey Travis, this is Connor.
Travis,
Hi,
how
Connor.
are you? Nice to meet you. Of course.
Thanks for coming.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming to Rangeley.
The Rangeley Inn is actually the last of about a dozen grand hotels that were once in this area. This was a train destination and people would come spend their summers here. And then over time, a lot of those hotels disappeared. This one is still here, and we've been doing a lot to keep up the tradition and welcome more visitors to the region. A lot of people come to stay with us because we're located right here in the center of Rangeley, walking distance to a lot of establishments. There's easy access to the hiking, kayaking. A lot of folks enjoy seeing wildlife while they're here. And then also there's skiing and snowmobiling in the wintertime. And it is a beautiful historic property as well, built in 1907. So that's also really appealing to our guests. The Rangeley Inn actually has a very elaborate history, which started back in the mid-1800s when the tavern, which we're standing in right now, was built as a private home. Those residents began taking in boarders, and they quickly realized that they could have a business running a hotel. And they built a hotel adjacent to the Rangeley Tavern called the Rangeley Lake House. That stood here until 1895, when it was actually picked up and transported over to the shore of Rangeley Lake and relocated to that area so they could expand it into a much larger hotel. Then several years later, in 1907, the Rangeley Inn was built. There was another hotel next to the Rangeley Inn called the Fraser Inn. That was built in 1900, and in 1919, that was also picked up, brought over, and attached to the Rangeley Inn. And that's now our Ellis Wing on the opposite side of the building. Over the last year and a half, we've actually been really busy because so many people have wanted to get to remote destinations and get back in touch with nature, and Rangeley's a great location for that. We've got wide open spaces, beautiful scenery, lots of outdoor activities, and so here at the Rangeley Inn, we've been very busy over the past year and a half and seen a lot of people from new places that we haven't seen before. Thanks so much for stopping by the Rangeley Inn. We look forward to welcoming you soon and hosting you in Maine's lakes and mountains.
Well, Dan, the inn was amazing. What do we have in store next?
Yeah, we're gonna go across town and meet my teammate Chris, and he's gonna introduce you to our customer, the Maine Forestry Museum.
All right,
Let's go.
let's do it.
Hey Connor, welcome to Rangeley.
Chris, glad to be here.
Yeah, Dan's told me a lot about you. I'm really excited that you were able to make it up on such a great day.
It is a great day, and he told us a lot about you as well, Chris, and he said that you've lived and worked here for a while, so you must love being here in Rangeley.
Oh, I love it. I started coming here in the 70s with my stepdad, who was from the area, and moved here full-time in 08. It gives me a great opportunity to live here and also work with all our members in the community. In fact, we're here at the Maine Forestry Museum, and this is one of our many non-profit customers, so I can't wait to show you what's inside.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay. Connor's Mark Beauregard, president of the Maine Forestry Museum.
Mark, how you doing?
Very well, Connor.
It's a great museum you have here.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for inviting us in.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Maine Forestry Museum was set up in 1979 by half a dozen local folks that had a connection to the logging thing. Rodney Richards, a local logger, started collecting logging things that were becoming outdated, and that generated some interest among others, and they started putting the building up 10 years later. And the mission of the Maine Forestry Museum, which started out as the Rangeley Lakes Logging Museum, but changed a few years ago to become more inclusive of what the forests mean to all of this area, not just the logging portion of it, there for life in Western Maine. We are a volunteer organization, and it takes quite a few volunteers and a lot of effort to maintain the grounds and the museum.
This seems to be one of the cooler exhibits in the museum. All the old tools of the trade here. People must love to flock to this exhibit.
Yes, they find it pretty interesting, the evolution of chainsaws from what they started with and how heavy and cumbersome they were to the light modern ones today, and from two-man saws down to a single-person saw.
Very cool stuff.
The Maine Forestry Museum has a strong connection to the local community. It draws people in and exposes them to the rich history of the logging that took place in this area and helped establish the town, along with the sport fishing. And people come from all over and get a chance to see what living in the western mountains of Maine was like around the turn of the century or so.
This looks like another great exhibit here in the museum. Tell me a little bit about this.
This is a collection of 19 pictures that were painted by a former clerk in the logging camps around 1920 that depict many aspects of logging operations and camp life.
Yeah, I can see why it's a popular exhibit. I mean, these are beautiful paintings.
They are.
Yeah.
They're very interesting, yeah. I'd like to thank you folks for taking the time to stop by the Maine Forestry Museum. We really enjoyed your company and the opportunity to show you what we have to offer and for other folks to come visit. And if you're in the neighborhood, feel free to stop in again. And if you want to learn more, go to a Maine Forestry Museum website.
Well, Mark, thanks for having us at the museum. What an amazing place to come check out. A must visit if you're here in town. And thank you for the parting gift. And Chris, thanks for making the introduction. We had a great time. Coming up after the break, we're going to go check in with our friends and partners over at Barrett Maid, who are up to some fun and exciting projects all around the area.
I'm David Sear, President and CEO of SKO Savings Bank. Our mission is to make our communities a better place to live and work. Some of the ways that we do that, obviously, is providing financial services, helping people buy their homes, their cars, helping people save money and keeping their money safe. And then on top of that, we really are into philanthropy, and we make donations to nonprofits in the community. You know, we're a mutual savings bank. We view our communities as being our stockholders, that where we invest more in our communities than maybe a stock-owned bank would.
Maine is such a special place to me, and I really enjoy exploring from the coast to the country. Selling real estate for me goes beyond the transaction, and if you've considered selling, I'd love to just sit down with you, put a plan in place that really makes sense to meet your real estate and financial goals in the future. So check out our website or give us a call. We would love to hear from you.
Cody, great to meet you.
Yes, great to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for coming.
Looking forward to learning more about your projects in Rangeley here.
Absolutely. Barrett Maid first came to Rangeley back in 2020. Saddleback asked us to help them re-envision their third floor restaurant and bar, and we were fortunate enough to be accepted for the job. We've been here ever since. Barrett Maid is located right on Main Street in Rangeley, ironically enough right next to the post office. So it's really great. We get to see all the members of the community on a daily basis as they stop by and get their mail, say hi. We get questions all the time of what we do, how can we help. So it really makes you feel like you're a part of the community. I love Barrett Maid. I came here for the collaborative environment and the unique projects that we do, and we seem to fit in perfectly in the community. We've had a lot of people reach out to us looking to do custom homes on the lake, or maybe help them reinvent their commercial space. And we just felt welcome here since day one. We've met a lot of the locals, and it's really got that small town feel, and I think Barrett Maid's a perfect fit here. Since laying our roots here in Rangeley, we've got a couple cool projects. One of them is 2419 Main Street. It's a cafe co-working space. So you can drop in, get a cup of coffee, use the town's best internet, and get some work done while you're on vacation. There's some co-working space upstairs. They're actually gonna have hookups for food trucks as well outside, and potentially an outdoor yoga space. And then further down the road, heading towards Aquasic, Hunter Cove, Rangeley Lake, we're doing a cottage. It's a repeat client of ours. We refer to it as a hat rack cottage. And we're helping those clients make a new home for themselves, a place they can bring their family and call their own. Last year, we worked with Saddleback to re-envision their restaurant and bar. And then since then, we've been collaborating with them on a couple really unique projects. One of which is a community of 22 single-family A-frame inspired homes on the side of the mountain. And then we've got a cool, exciting Mid-Mountain Lodge project. It's a restaurant and bar 2/3 of the way up the mountain, unlike any other thing in the east. All right, Connor, we're really excited to take you up to the mountain, introduce you to Tom, and show you some of our really unique projects we have.
In our house, there's no such thing as an off-season. With hockey in the morning and afternoon soccer practice on the other side of town. With Apple CarPlay to keep the whole family connected and 26 MPG for those last-minute grocery runs. Thank goodness for my favorite child. Discover new possibilities with a Honda and upgrade to a new Pilot. Visit MaineHondaDealers.com.
Hi, I'm Jessica Angelova. I'm an architectural intern at Barrett Maid, and I go to the University of Maine at Augusta. I'm currently working on the Kennebunk project in Kennebunk, Maine with one of our architects, and that's just entailing some different cabins in the area that we're going to be renovating soon. Working the last few months here at Barrett Maid, I've really gained some real life experience. I used to work in construction, so coming into the field, really working hands-on with the architects here has been really great. I've learned so many things with them, from software to just interacting with different clients. So yeah. If you're a student, I would highly recommend checking out Barrett Maid.
I'm Peter Bettinger with the Ollier team. I love being a realtor in the state of Maine because it affords me the opportunity to travel to many different communities and towns. Whether it's going to be in Harpswell with a waterfront property, or a condo in Portland, or a single family in Augusta, each market is so unique. And in order for me to do the best job for my clients, it's to be very adaptable in how the market is going and how we can best position ourselves to have the best transaction that we can have.
I am the director of the rehab department here at Kennebunk. We provide 7-day-a-week therapy coverage to the entire spectrum of the adult population. We have a lot of fun, we get along, we trust each other. I think that's the biggest thing. We all kind of share the same thought that we come to work every day because we get to work with 70 nanas and papas. We love this population, we really do. Our services are top-notch. We want to be the best in the community. We want to be known and have the reputation of being one of the best therapy providers in the greater Kennebunk area. Our goals are your goals. No matter your discharge plan, we want you to be strong, safe, healthy, and as independent as you can be to your final days.
Hi, Connor, Cody, how are you?
How are you guys? Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
Cody, Connor, this is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Well, welcome to Saddleback. We got a great day for you.
Yeah.
Happy to have you here.
Absolutely, glad to be here.
I'm Ashley Quimby. I am the branch manager for the Rangeley branch of Skowhegans Savings Bank. I have lived in Rangeley my entire life, so I grew up here, went away to school, moved back, so that was really fun. Just a really cool community to be a part of. It's a small town and everybody's really, we're like a big family here, so it's fun. And now that the mountain's back open, everybody's loving that. Another winter activity back again, so there's not really a more picturesque place you could come than to Rangeley and be a part of this place. So if you're an outdoor person who likes all seasons, this is the place for you. With the new ownership at Saddleback, it's been really great at Skowhegans Savings Bank, rebuilding that relationship with them, opening new accounts for them and really helping them get back going. It's great to see them back in the branches again after them being closed for so long, and we look forward to continuing and growing that relationship.
Hi, I'm Tom Faderly. I'm General Counsel to Saddleback Mountain, and I'm also the Director of Real Estate Development on the mountain. So we're so fortunate. We're part of a wonderful community that's much bigger than this mountain. We're part of the greater Rangeley Lakes region, which is just a storied summer destination, lake destination. There's so much to be offered here. And in that great mix is Saddleback Mountain, which is a proud part of this region, and we're just delighted to be back up and running. So Saddleback Mountain is this great big mountain in western Maine, but still has a nice small mountain feel, and it fits in perfectly with this great community that we're a part of, that is the greater Rangeley Lakes region. Saddleback has arguably the best skier experience in New England. We have a mountain operations crew that is second to none. Last year was a great example with not a whole lot of natural snow. We just had wonderful ski conditions. We've put in a whole lot of money into upgrading our snowmaking capacity, and so this year is going to be even better. And we're really excited that we're giving more people an opportunity to be a part of this mountain and to actually own a piece of it. And so we're really very excited here at Saddleback with some of the great development projects that we have going on. And to be working side by side with Barrett Maid, it's just a great partner of ours. And currently we're building a mid-mountain lodge, which is a really exciting facility that we can't wait to show to our visitors, our skiers. And we are also trying to meet the demand of our skiers who want to be a part of this mountain and want to live here. So we're building a bunch of energy efficient A-frames that are ski in, ski out, just great offering. And we're developing some of the most spectacular home sites in a mountain environment in New England, and we're really excited to be talking about that. Well, you've heard me talk about the Mid-Mountain Lodge. Maybe we ought to go take a look at it. I know Cody has set us up for a fun trip up there, and we're just really pleased to be able to show it off to you. All right, Connor, what do you say? You ready to go up to the top of the mountain?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I told you Cody has a fun way to get us up there. And
You did.
Here he comes.
Wow, look at that. Awesome.
All right.
Connor,
Cody.
told you we'd have a fun ride up.
That's what Tom said. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Our mission here at Aerostyle is exactly as our tagline says. It is to help women love what's underneath. Not only the garments and the pieces that they're putting on their body, but the body that they're putting it on. There is nothing more satisfying than when we are working with a woman and she is trying on lingerie for perhaps the first time, whether she's looking for something that's comfortable, something that's beautiful, or maybe something that's a little fun. To see her face light up in the fitting room, that is so worth it.
Hi, my name is Kayla Dugas, and I'm proud to be a part of the Vitalius Real Estate Group team of experts. When looking for a good real estate broker, you have to make sure they have a strong support team in place. You are not only hiring a realtor, but you are also hiring the hardworking people that realtor has chosen to surround themselves with. Your realtor and their team make sure that the process is as easy and stress-free for you from beginning to end. Contact us today to find out how our team of real estate professionals can help you reach your goals.
So Connor, I just wanted you to see our latest installation of a lift at the mountain. We replaced the cup septic T-bar with a new Doppelmayr high-speed T-bar, bringing back what our fans love, and we're really excited to have it operational this year.
I'm excited to come back and see this and look at this view. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah, no, it's great. We're really happy about it.
Unbelievable.
We're standing in the area that has now been opened up for construction of the Mid-Mountain Lodge. If you turn around and look, we're facing to the west, and we're going to open this up to glade skiing, and in doing that, it's going to open up the view of both Rangeley Lake and Mooselook-McGunnock Lake. It's beautiful for our skiers in the wintertime, but we know when they see it, they're going to say, geez, we got to come back here in the summertime too. So we're really excited to get our skiers and our visitors into this building.
Cody, when can people at home expect for this to be done?
Well, everyone on the team has their head down, plowing forward. The goal is to open it at some point this winter, but Mother Nature paves its own way, so we'll see.
It sure does. Well, exciting times here at Saddleback, Tom.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming up here, and if you guys have time, let's go grab a beer down at the pub.
Let's do it. Let's go wrap up the day.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey everyone, we're here at the pub of the Base Mountain Lodge, ending the day. Just want to say a quick thanks to Dan for taking us around Rangeley this afternoon. We had a great time, met a lot of great people, saw so many cool things. And Cody, thanks for taking us up to the Mid-Mountain Lodge and seeing where that's going to be completed, going up in the side-by-sides. We had a great time. So we can't wait to come back and do some skiing this winter and see the progress that's going to be made at the Mid-Mountain Lodge.
Absolutely.
And we'll cheers to the winter season ahead.
Cheers.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Places and Spaces. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Places and Spaces Maine or on Facebook at Maine Life Media. And if there's a place or space that you'd like featured on the show, be sure to shoot us an email. That's going to do it for us this week. We'll see you guys next time.